Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second official CJ Sports Network podcast. If you guys do enjoy, you guys can go download Podbeam on the App Store. It's free. Search up CJ Sports Podcast to get the podcasts one day earlier. Now, I'm sorry for not uploading frequently. I'll try and upload Saturday, and I'll be uploading for sure tomorrow on Podbeam for episode 3 of the CJ Sports Network podcast. Now, today I will be talking about Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic, and Bol Bol on the Denver Nuggets. These three have been in a huge conversation in the last week. And for the young Denver Nuggets who could have a shot at taking a second-round loss, but that's still pretty good for a team as young as them. I'll get into that. But we're going to be talking about the Denver Nuggets' comments on Bol Bol's family, and most importantly, Manute Bol, and we're also going to be talking about him in the NBA draft. Now, the Denver Nuggets, I think you guys have heard this at least once if you're keeping up with NBA news, that the Denver Nuggets think very kindly of Bol Bol. They are saying that he's an outside shooter, he's a great defender, a great rebounder, just a great player in general. Now, his first season, he showed that. He showed that he was a great player and a great shooter and things like that. The footage that you saw of him in his first season, he was a good NBA player. But he has a lot of expectations coming from his father, Manute Bol. He was a 7'10" NBA player on the Washington Bullets. Imagine that, 7'10". That's 3 inches taller than the tallest NBA player, Taco Fall. Now, the expectations for the Denver Nuggets are not high, like winning a championship high, but, I mean, they are high as in don't lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the first round, or don't lose in the first round or second round. I don't think that they'll make it to the conference finals, but I do think that they'll push a good game against either the Lakers or the Clippers in the conference the conference semifinals, because that are my predictions. LA versus LA for the conference finals. I'll talk about my predictions in a later episode, but I do think that how young they are right now is going to translate into how they're going to play. And, I mean, it's a lot of youth, but they all were drafted at a very young age, like 19 years old, 18 years old. I mean, a lot of the great players on the roster, if they were drafted at 20 to 21 years old, they would not even be off their rookie contract. But someone who's 23, like Jamal Murray, who'd be most likely on their second or third year, if they were drafted at the average age for a draftee now, would still be on their rookie contract. Now he has a 5-year contract with the Denver Nuggets. That just shows you how young and how powerful the Denver Nuggets will be. Now, I mean, the NBA restart is right around the corner, so I do not know how good they'll be doing. I can't tell right now how good they'll be for the rest of the season. Obviously, this is a monumental landmark or mark in time for the NBA's history. People like LeBron or Nikola Jokic or even anybody in the NBA have been taking a couple months off as a break to returning now with no gameplay, and now they're just dropped onto a moving treadmill, in my opinion. I think their expectations are appropriately put there because, I mean, the Denver Nuggets have a lot of stat leaders. Like, the stat leaders are Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. That's a big duo. Jamal Murray by himself is averaging 15 points a game, 3.6 assists per game, and 3.7 rebounds per game, plus an extra steal on there. Plus, their youngest players are Bol Bol at age 20, Michael Porter Jr. at age 22, Tyler Cook at age 22. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm going to try without butchering it. Vladico Cancer, and Jamal Murray and PJ Dozier all at 23. Kadis Bates Diop at 24. and Noah Vonleh at 24. These are 8 people who are below 25 years of age. Now, if they were all drafted at 20, this would be the year that they would be getting off their rookie contract. And that's just crazy. They're crazy young, but crazy talented. So that's why I think the expectations match them. Now, the biggest contender for the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion, are both the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Thunder. The Thunder probably came out of nowhere, but if you look at the season stats against the Thunder, they are a great team for the Nuggets, as in contention. It's a great team to watch. They got Jeremy Grant, a former Thunder, but the Thunder got a first-round pick, which they signed with that extra person, Mike Muscala, Justin Patton. They have so much on their team. They have just so much, I would say, potential right now for the future. But the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion, have more potential right now, and if nobody gets injured in the future, and if they keep everybody, than the Thunder. Now, that's a big if. But, I mean, let's talk about Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic were a duo that got them to the conference semifinals. They were eliminated by the Portland Trailblazers, who ended the Thunder, and then they were also eliminated the Portland Trailblazers eliminated the Thunder, but the Denver Nuggets got eliminated by the Trailblazers, who were then eliminated by the Golden State Warriors. Now, the point I'm trying to make is that they have a great young duo right now, and it will be even more lethal in the future. I mean, they also have a lot of other great players, like Jeremy Grant, Mason Plumlee, Bol Bol, P.J. Dozier, in my opinion, Will Barton, Gary Harris, and people like that who are just great players all around and who will help the Nuggets in contention. They're still very young, but I think they match it for the Nuggets. They're not taking older contenders like the Lakers, like J.R. Smith. They're not signing those people out of free agency. They're moving smart and using people like Will Barton or Bol Bol, who are very young or who are still young players and who can help them contend still. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you do, please like and subscribe. And if you do end up enjoying this video, go over and download Podbean, like I said in the beginning, and make sure you download Podbean because for some reason it does not associate with iTunes, and I could not find it on iTunes. If you guys can, feel free to comment that you found it on iTunes. But go and download Podbean. If you can't, search up CJ Sports Network. Follow me, and you'll get podcasts one day earlier. Podcast number 3 is coming out tomorrow for Podbean. So I'll be doing daily, it's basically like daily uploads, but for both channels. So if you guys want to get a sneak peek on what it's like, you guys can head over to Podbean, search up CJ Sports Podcast, and yeah, that will be the end of this episode, and I'll see you in episode 3. Bye.